Everybody has an opinion, right?
I mean, you have
But that don't mean
you have to write your own opinion.
yeah. But that don't mean that it's right.
I mean, that's right.
Don't mean that it's right. Okay.
The underclass, need it be said,
Yes.
was assumed to be black ghetto dwellers.
That's
Then
right.
they go racism again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's how it was.
The unstable sexual and familiar lives, the Crusaders argued, were a legacy of slavery,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
which had created generations of absent fathers and single mother families,
Yes.
resulting in ever-escalating crime, poverty, and welfare dependency.
Yes.
I think it's a pundit.
Pundits, or how can I say that so you can understand it? A pundit, just say people in the community,
Okay.
or leaders, or just say say leaders.
Worried that via rap music, acceptance of such behaviors was creeping up the social ladder,
Yes.
undermining the efforts of ordinary Americans to imbue,
Mm-hmm.
what's that word?
To infuse or to teach.
Their children with a commitment to deferred gratification, hard work, and merit.
Yes. Exactly. Right. All right, brother.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
I don't know. God just give it to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't give you that answer because I don't know. I don't. Seriously. I don't know what we're going to do week to week. I don't know.
Hey, G, why are you so hot?
I'm just...
I feel like my hand's like
I'm
3
burning.
feet from
I'm
you.
soaking wet. Yep, it's all good. I'm soaking wet.
Not yet. You're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
The average wages of manufacturing
Stop
work.
right there, brother. Let's move on. Let's move down because we got some other things. Reaching the fatherless generation. Yes, let's do that.
The battle is on for this generation.
Yes.
It is. We got to bring out the guns. Big guns. Not little guns ain't work. We got to bring out the cannons.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever seen that movie Kung Fu Panda 2
Yeah, of course.
with the peacock?
Yeah.
Remember he tried to fight his way through the harbor.
Yeah.
You know what part I really like that
What's
back
that?
then? When Poe learned inner peace,
Mm-hmm.
and he's sitting there
Uh-huh.
throwing the fire.
Throwing the fire. Yeah.
See,
yeah.
they were using the biggest guns they could,
That's
but
right, that's
yet
right.
he was so in the faith that
Yes.
that nothing deterred him.
See, and it comes from inside, the inner peace. You see what I'm saying?
See, I thought I messed up. The peacock did that.
Well, what do you
But
going
hey, he got what was coming to
That-
him.
That's exactly right.
Oh, killed him.
Exactly right. All right.
God is doing tremendous things in and through youth and children today.
They are, if they allow God to do those things.
Yet they are faced with pressures no
That's right.
other generation has faced.
That's so true.
Shootings in our schools.
Yes. Pedophilia.
Did you just hear about that?
What?
The dude who shot up the gay dude.
Oh, yeah, in Orlando, yeah. 49 people.
You know what? If I was there, I would have busted him upside his
Yeah,
head.
well, that's the enemy.
Because he said he was homophobic.
Well, that's
You know what?
no, but well, we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna go down that road today. But there's some other underlying issues there
He
that
said
has to
we
be
ain't
dealt
going down that
with.
road.
We ain't gonna go down there. We're gonna keep it in the middle of the road. We're not gonna go left. We're not gonna go right.
Well, I'm
we're
gonna say something. I'm gonna say something.
We're gonna deal with that issue.
You know what? I think if you're happy,
Mm-hmm.
be happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I know all the scripture says that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, gay people should not be allowed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, like, in the world today, I really don't care. As long as you don't come at me like that, we're good.
And I understand that. And I understand. I understand
But
that.
yet, some people don't understand. They don't understand the culture that we live in.
Yeah. But
See, you got gay people everywhere, man.
yeah, but we have allowed that to overtake our world.
You know what?
what I'm
We're not gonna go there.
No, because it'll go to something different, and we don't.
Yep, and then we both get mad at each
No, I
other.
don't get mad. I'm just saying it's gonna be a time and place.
It's gonna get
We'll deal with that issue because that's something that we do need to talk about. But whatever God tells me to do, we'll do it.
Pedophiles and the homosexual agenda.
Yes.
Just to name a few of the children of the boomer generation.
Which is the baby boomer. I'm a baby boomer.
When were you born?
61.
You ain't no baby boomer.
That is baby boomer.
No.
Baby boomer didn't stop until 64.
I don't care.
Baby boomer generation.
Look like a baby
From
boomer.
55 to about 64.
When were you born?
61.
You grew up. Oh, yeah, you
Yes.
grew up in the baby boomer.
Yes, I'm a baby boomer, man.
Shut up. I got confused. Would ask one another, what does your daddy do for a living?
Ah,
It don't matter what my daddy does.
okay, but then that's the next question.
The question that's asked by today's generation is, does your daddy live with you?
Oh, see, back 50 years ago, 60 years ago, fathers were in the home.
Yep.
So what does your father do? Nowadays, does your father live with you? No, I don't even know my father. Come on. There's a difference.
Come on, devil, get out of
There's
here.
a difference. There's a difference. All right. Let's go down, brother. Let's.
More children live without fathers in America, 25 million,
Mm-hmm.
than any other nation of the world.
Yes.
We are dealing with a fatherless generation.
Yes.
One half of the children of America will experience the breakup of their family during their
Yes.
childhood.
Yes.
That's sad.
It is sad. It's very much sad. But we are the cause
50%
of
of
it.
marriages up in divorce. That's,
Well,
that's
because
high.
because we are a cause of it. We caused that.
We're not in it. We're not committed.
That's right, brother. That's right.
As anyone who has been through a divorce will tell you, it's an incredibly painful.
It is. I've been down that road.
You've been divorced?
Yes, I have.
When? We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. We ain't going down that road tonight.
Talk about that. We ain't going down that road. The feelings of failure and rejection are overwhelming.
Yes, it is very much so. Let's skip over this in the enemy's handiwork. Let's go in because I want to get to something else. Let's go down to studies reflected damage. Let's get into that.
You know what, G?
Mm-hmm.
You hitting home, G.
Come on, G.
You hit me where it hurts. You know, it's sad just thinking about that.
What's that?
About the father's generation.
Well, we created it.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here, even though I might be quiet, I'm thinking like, why do we let society turn us into that? You know what it said? Because our male friendship creed
Mm-hmm.
that. Give me the paper.
I ain't got it handy right now.
No,
You know what?
it said, we as men of the society turn us as a civilian force.
Yes, yes.
Our weapons are rusty and not working, and our clothes
So
are
the
folded.
folded. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Mhm.
because, and that reminded me of something. You know, oh God, how can I say this without hurting feelings?
Okay, just say it.
I'm trying to think of how I can say it without being mean. We as men need to buckle down and do what we need to do. I'll put that lightly.
Okay. All right.
And I say that to say this because how are you going to create a little one and not even know what it is to have a child? So we as men need to stop thinking with our penis and start thinking with our heads.
Yeah. But there's nothing up there but sawdust. It's empty. It's like the scarecrow.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
It's just like the scarecrow.
Yeah, because well, we think we know that we can take care of that baby, but yeah, you're still a baby yourself.
Exactly, because you don't have no principle. You have no
Yeah,
training.
You're not standing on the faith. See, it goes back to the masculinity is bestowed upon you.
Yes, yes. But none of us have been bestowed. I ain't been bestowed upon.
Neither have I. But we will once you buy that sword.
We go. That day will come sooner or later, brother. That day will come. All right.
From poor academic achievement and teenage pregnancy to drug use and crime.
Yes.
Most social problems cannot be properly understood without considering the absence of fathers in home.
There it is. Everything starts and fails with the father. Crime, drugs, sex, babies. Everything lands at the door of the father. Everything. Until we change his perception and the way he thinks, until he gets under somebody to teach him what fatherhood is, society's going to continue to go down the tubes.
At present, 15 million American children, 1 in 3, live without a father.
1 in 3. Good God, man. 1 in 3 people?
Nationwide, the number of families with 2 parents in the home has dropped significantly
Yes.
over the past decade.
Mm-hmm.
Even as the country added 160,000 families with children, the number of 2-parent households decreased by 1.2 million.
Have decreased 1.2 mil. Wow.
In Baltimore, 38% of families have 2 parents. In St. Louis, the portion is 40%. The problem is particularly accurate in the black
And
community.
that's so true. So true.
Nearly 5 million black children, or 54%, live in one-parent
Yep.
matriarchal family.
That's right. That's true.
A report from the Institute for American Values Center for Marriage and Families noted that over the past 50 years, the percentage of black families headed by married couples declined from 78% to 34%.
Wow. That's huge. That's huge.
In the 30 years from 1950 to 1980,
Yes.
households headed by black women who never married jumped from 3.8 per thousand to 69.7 per thousand.
Good God, man. You see how high that went?
for policymakers who care about Black America, marriage matters.
Yes.
Wrote the authors, they call marriage in Black America an important strategy for improving the well-being of African Americans and for strengthening civil society.
And that's going to never change, because what's happened over the last 100 years or so, the black culture does not value one another. They don't even respect one another. So all the black man wants to do is plant his seed and move on. But see, the women will be willing to take a knucklehead or a thug because she wants to be accepted or she wants to be loved. And if he tells her she loves her, she'll give in and have sex. And then she'll later have 3, 4, 5, 6 babies, have all these babies' daddies, and don't even know one. Each baby's daddy is different. And then we wonder why. And then it's like an endless cycle. You're in welfare, you're getting food stamps, you're living off the system. And see, everybody suffers from that. Everybody.
They say this answer puts pressure on the poor.
Yes.
They say this with a straight face.
Mm-hmm.
Even though nearly 7% of black children are born to single women.
Yes.
Damning a higher number of them to poverty.
That's right.
Bad schools and bad influences.
That's right.
They say this knowing that in '64, in a far more hostile and racist America, 82% of black households have both parents in place.
That's right.
And close to half of those hundreds own a business.
Okay, so look how the shift has happened over the last, since 1964. Look how the shift has over, what is this, 60, 40, so that's 40, what is that, 40 years? No, that's 50, that's almost 60 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost 60 years, no, it's not 60 years, it's over 50 something years ago. Look how it's changed. Things have changed drastically, and there's no fathers in the home.
Nope.
There's no fathers. Wow.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I think some fathers bail because they don't understand the responsibility of raising a child.
Because they don't want to have no commitment. They just want this sex. That's all they want. It's the sex.
But see, I feel that
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna disagree with you on this.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Because I feel that most men out here have babies considering they know what they want to do, but they don't know how to.
So why? Okay. I have no problem with your statement. But why would you get yourself into something and you don't understand something? Why don't you go and find out information so you be more well informed?
You know what? Forget it.
I don't disagree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
but we put ourselves in situations and then we fall into the hole with everybody else, and then we do what everybody else do. You see what I'm saying?
we think it's the norm.
That's my whole point, Josh. That's my whole point.
That's brother Josh.
That's the whole point. So I understand what you're saying, and that's true. They want to do, some of them want to do, but then you don't get the information. That's just like going to a job and not learning how to do the job, and then you wonder why you got fired.
You want to go down here to the consequences of fatherlessness?
God, man. Wow.
Right here.
Yeah, that's good.
1, poverty.
Consequences of fatherlessness. Poverty. Very huge.
I ain't got no further than that.
Poverty. Children in fatherless, father absent homes are almost 4 times more likely to be poor. And that's so true. Because if a father is not providing for that family, then the mother's going to have to go out there and find a job. But if she's not able, then you get on food stamps, you get on public assistance, and then what that does, that cycle continues to repeat itself. Well, my mother did it this way, it was all right for her, so it's all right for me to have 3 and 4 kids. Nope. But that's what happens. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
It happens all the time.
Drug and alcohol abuse.
We see that all the time. We see that all the time.
I ain't got no further than that.
All right? Because of fatherless families.
Physical and emotional health.
Oh, big time. Depression, suicidal thoughts, high blood pressure. All this stuff can be attributed to that because it's pressure on the family.
Educational achievement.
Oh, that's huge. If we're not in a neighborhood that has decent schools and you can afford to send your child to a private school, then yes, you're gonna be stuck in the neighborhoods that have schools that are not up to par.
Which we have a lot of those.
And we have a lot of those. Yes.
Crime.
Yes. Well, that's huge. That's self-explanatory.
Sexual activity and teen pregnancy.
Oh, we just talked about that, didn't we? All right. Wow, that's huge. All right. Let's get into that. Okay, we're going to get into a few things here. We got about 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to end this out. We're going to deal with some things here. I found something on the internet, And I thought that this is very good for what we talk about today, talking about fatherless families. So we're gonna go through briefly some of these things here. We're gonna talk about a few things: choosing fatherlessness. What is that? Boots of paternal conflict. What else we got in here, Brother Josh? Got some good stuff in here. Fathers provide. Oh, we just talked about that. Do boys need fathers? The Father Project, and then we have something in here for girls, and that's very important. And fathers teach. So let's go through briefly a little bit of this stuff, and let's touch on some of this stuff, Brother Josh.
Millions of families will observe Father's Day this year on June 17th.
That's right. That's coming Sunday.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. No, it's Sunday. I'm sorry.
17th.
That's right. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be, yeah. Okay, this year it falls on the 18th. I'm sorry. I just forgot. The day is the 16th. You're right. But the Father's Day is Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. All the fathers that are fathers. Praise be to God.
My fathers that don't have to be fathers, but are fathers.
Yeah, and that's true too. That's true too. You know what? I'm glad you said that, Brother Josh. I went to see my father-in-law last week. Because he had the open heart surgery. He got the pacemaker, and I was sitting in the room with him, and we was talking about KD or something was going on. We was talking about KD or something, and then he said to me, and this is what he said, and it touched my heart a little bit. He said, I appreciate what you're doing for KD, because you're showing him right. You're doing more for him than his father's doing, and I really, really appreciate that, because you didn't have to do it. That really touched me.
That's your sister's brother. Your wife's brother, right?
What do you mean? I went to my father-in-law. That's my wife's father.
Yeah, father. Yeah.
That's my wife's father.
Sorry, I got confused there.
Yeah. But he
I
told.
was thinking my brother-in-law.
No, not father-in-law. So he told me, I appreciate what you're doing for KD because his father's not doing that. That really meant something to me. Because he sees what I'm trying to do with KD. So I guess what I'm trying to teach him, everybody sees that. And Katie loved me. My wife said, Katie loved you. He loved you. I get on him, but I'm doing
Papa.
it. There it is.
I love you, Papa.
Papa. That's it. That's it. Exactly right. So that touched my heart because, and you said that because fathers that are filling in for an absent father, they're more to father to these young boys than a real father is. And I tried to talk to my son about this last week. He was washing my car, and I got on him a little bit about how he washed my car because he left some marks in my car, and I didn't really appreciate it. I told him about it, and he said, "Well, I'm trying to do this for my son." I said, "Jarrell, you got to make priorities. You one lady that been had the child, not me. It's your responsibility. I don't want to hear excuses, But it don't seem like it's sinking in. But all that'll come back on him 15, 20 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
It'll come back. You see what I'm saying? So needed to say that to say this. But okay, let's roll, Bella. Let's roll.
I'm deep in thought. I'm sorry.
We're still talking about fatherless families. All right.
The United States is one of several dozen countries that observe this much beloved holiday on the third Sunday of June each year.
That's right. That's right. Now stop right there. What? Okay, Brother Johnny. Then we're gonna move down, and we're gonna get into choosing fatherlessness. Let me ask you this question.
What's going on?
On Mother's Day, we go out our way. You see flowers all over the place, all on Roxborough, all over the place, right on.
Mothers are more in the family than the father.
Why? Okay, but why have we chose to do that though? Because fathers really, when you really think about it,
it's a choice. Having a fatherless child is a choice.
You're right. But why have we did this over the last 50, 60 years? We put more emphasis on the woman than we do on the man.
It became a feminized society.
That's right. So the fathers feel like they're unwanted. They feel like they're not appreciated.
Yeah.
So they don't care no more. And that's what's happening. And that's what the enemy wants to do. Because if you cut the head off, the body gonna fall, right or wrong. Just like a chicken.
Cut the head off, another snake might come.
Yeah, well that's true too. That's true too. All right, let's move on.
Increasingly older single mothers are choosing to become pregnant without a husband.
Oh, now okay.
One 30-year-old single mother noted that when she became pregnant, it didn't matter if I had a man because I knew I could do it alone.
But wrong. Why do you think like that, women?
A single mother said that her 9-year-old daughter does cry sometimes about not having her dad around. But we talk about it. I do feel guilt sometimes, but we don't let it overwhelm us.
See, that's the problem right there. Women, you want to be in charge, but you don't understand
It's
God.
not your place to be in
There,
charge.
there you go, sir. There you
It's
go.
the Father.
God gave you a position to be a helpmeet. All right, He gave you a position to be